Welcome to week 2 of the Spring into Yoga Challenge. This week is all about the core. So we're going to start with day 1, and that's going to be some sun salutation warm-ups to get the blood flowing, get the body going. And today we're just going to focus on 2 standing poses. One is known as a mountain pose, which is simply standing here nice and tall like a strong mountain, force that cannot be moved. And pose 2, which is known as the tree pose, starting with 2 variations I will show you later on in the video. So we're going to get started with the warm-up. The warm-up is going to be different compared to week 1. We're just going to go right into the salutations. But of course I like to work up the wrists and the ankles before we get started. And if you're familiar with week 1, it's going to be pretty much that little flow from days 1, 2, and 3. So to get started, let's go with some wrist movements. We're going to be doing a lot of wrist using the wrist a lot for this week because you're going to be holding up your body weight and focusing on holds for periods of breaths. At any point in time you feel tired or you need to take a break, feel free. You can pause this video, you can go into the child's pose or downward dog and then get back into it. Again, for this week, all the videos are going to be around 10 minutes, 10 to 11 minute window. We're going to build up our poses from day 1 through 6 and then flow, mini flows to the full flow. Next, we're going to just rotate the ankles. We'll be doing this between our transitions and our holds. Since the next 3 or 2 days, we'll be doing some planks. Our ankles are going to be stretched and our wrists will be worked. Keep in mind, if you have any serious injuries to your shoulders or your wrists or neck, please consult your doctor before continuing with this challenge. And one more. Let's go to the warm-up. So we're going to start at the top of your yoga mat. You're going to go take a good inhale, exhale and fold, and drop down, step back, hold your normal plank position. Again, alignment. Your shoulder is over your elbows and your elbows is over your wrists. Hold it here, drop to the knees, lowering down, rolling up into your upward dog. Inhale, come onto those toes, push up into downward dog. Now here, you're going to inhale with that right leg, bring it forward, and meet the other leg. Inhale and rise, and we're going to repeat. Exhale and fold. Inhale, exhale, inhale, coming down, stepping back, holding your plank here, breathe, inhale, core engage, exhale, down to the knees, inhale, exhale, lower down, rolling up, inhale onto the toes, push into your downward dog, gaze to your navel, core engage, inhale, lift the left leg, and step forward, bring your left foot, inhale and rise. Again, we're going to repeat, exhale. So we're going to do 3 more rounds of this. Inhale, exhale down, stepping back, hold, 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 drop to the knees, lowering down, rolling up. Inhale here onto the toes. Exhale back into your downward dog. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, bring it forward, meeting the other leg. Inhale and rise. Exhale and fold. If I'm moving too fast, you can go to your own pace. Just keep moving. Stepping back and take a break if you need to. Inhale here, Exhale, dropping down, lowering. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift that back leg. Bring it forward. Inhale and rise. 2 more. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Drop to the knees. Lower. Roll. Inhale to the toes. Into your downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale and rise. Exhale, fold. Stepping back. Inhale. Exhale. Down to the knees. Lower. Roll. Inhale here. You're doing great. Onto the toes. Lift into your downward dog. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, rise, last round. Exhale, fold. Stepping back. Inhale here, squeeze those legs, core. Exhale, down to the knees. Inhale, onto those toes. Exhale into your downward dog. Holding here. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale and rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale here. Down to the knees. Lower. Roll. Onto the toes. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale with that left leg. Exhale, stepping forward. Inhale and rise. Lower the hands. So, hope you're nice and warm and you're ready for your 2-pose lesson. So going with the first pose, mountain pose. Since we've worked up our breathing, we're going to now bring it back down. Mountain pose, you want to stand just feet hip width apart. You want to have your core pulled in and your back nice and straight. I will show you sideways. Here, and you can relax your hands at your side and gaze. Focus on your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The key here is to keep that core pulled in. If you like, you can place your hand onto your belly and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And a few more breaths. I'm just going to face you. You can keep your hands here and breathe. Keep that core pulled in. Spine nice, tall, shoulders relaxed. Next, central. If you notice, this is the central pose that you always transition from and probably not really noticed in between the mini flows that I've been incorporating over the last couple of days. A few more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. The benefit of this pose is to help bring in your focus to your breath. Anytime there's chaos, and you can do this when you're standing in the park, standing in your office break room, just standing here, relax, and breathe. Next pose that's great to help with focus, and it uses the core without doing any crunches, is your pose known as tree pose. Now we're going to do this freestanding, but if you have trouble with your balance, feel free to lean up against the wall. and try it the same way. So we're going to start with the beginning stage to see your comfort level. Your beginner stage, you never want to place your foot on the knee. You want to place it on the shin or an inner thigh. We're going to try both ways, see where you are. The key when you're into tree pose, you want to have your feet, we're going to start with your right leg as your base. You're going to plant down. You're going to utilize that big toe and your heel and drive into the ground with that, holding it, nice strong base leg. Then you're going to find your balance and start low. Don't feel ashamed for being this far off the ground. As long as that foot is off, it counts. And some days I may go high, other days I may go low, depending on how I feel for that day. So nice. And you want the heel on the inside of the shin. You're going to wobble a little, which is fine, especially if this is your first time. So feel free to lean against the wall just so you can get muscle memory going and we can work on that. We will be doing this pose going forward for the next 6 days. So we're going to hold here. Don't bring your knee in, which is a natural movement. You want to try to keep it out as much as possible. So you're going to kind of feel that in your glutes, which is like a prequel to the next week, which is glute week. But this is a good foundation pose. You can keep your hands here or bring it here. Core engaged, hands together, breathe. Inhale, exhale, you're doing great. Inhale, exhale, one more, and release. Now let's try the other leg. You might feel it in your calf, which is great because that means you're using those muscles. So again, driving in with the heel, use that big toe and the pinky toe to keep you centered. Pushing in, inhale, core in, create a strong foundation here. Lift that leg, hold. Keep that knee pointing out. And again, you can keep your legs here, or your hands, not your legs. Or bring your hands in to your heart and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale. If you're shaking, that's okay. This shows you, and it's just allowing you to train yourself to find your balance. Life is all about creating balance with your work and family and friends. You need to create balance in order to keep yourself going and happy as well. Just like eating, it's all in balance. It starts with you though. So if you can get this going, get your mind balanced, everything else will fall into place. One more breath and release. Stand back in mountain pose for a little bit. We're going to do one more round each, and that's going to be it for day 1. So breathe here. Inhale and exhale. This time you have an option. If you're comfortable, stay on the shin. If you want to try to challenge yourself, again, even if you're against the wall, I would recommend just challenging yourself there. If you're in the middle of a room, test it out, see where you are. If you have something to put your hand on to hold you in place, feel free to do that. We're going to go a little high, see how high you can go. The trick is here. It's going to throw your balance off a little more because your foot's much higher off the ground. But you want to go into the inner thigh, not the knee. The higher the better. You want to push your heel in, kind of like how we did on the shin, and act like you're pushing into the floor. Use the thigh muscles to push back. Strong foundation. When you're driving into that heel, that's going to help. You may wobble, it's perfectly normal. And you're going to go. Now, if you have on slippery pants like I do, your foot may slide. That's okay. Find your sweet spot and hold. Breathe again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and release. So as you probably see in this video, my foot doesn't stay in place because these are some slippery pants. Should have thought about that, but it's perfectly fine. So now we got that going. You might feel that in the inner thigh and the calf, which is great. We're going to do the other side. So again, set up your foundation base leg. Drive in, strong, strong base. Solid, engage that knee. And again, grabbing the ankle and planting that foot in that sweet spot. Push in. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, strong core, exhale. One more inhale, and exhale, and release. Go back into your mountain pose. Hold here. Notice how your breathing is nice and regulated, back to normal. You're calm from how it was after the warm-up. And you've completed day 1. Stay tuned tomorrow where we would get down and do some side planks. See you soon. No, sorry, dolphin planks. But we will get to side planks eventually for day 3. See you tomorrow.